Attention sales reps, business owners, and entrepreneurs who are currently taking at least 5 or more sales appointments per week. What would you say if I offered to help you become a psychological sales expert in less than 12 weeks while also increasing your closing ratio by at least 20% or more, customizing and memorizing a proven sales script and process, and lastly, memorizing and learning how to confidently handle any objection you could receive? If I helped you do all of that and even guaranteed your success with a money-back guarantee, would you at least be curious to learn more? If you are, then stick around and let me show you the exact steps I would take you through to accomplish all of this in less than 12 short weeks. Now, step number 1 is I would help you learn how human beings operate on a psychological level so you know what causes people to buy and not to buy. Then we would go into step 2, which is where I would help you develop and create a custom sales process designed specifically to help your prospects make a powerful buying decision through leveraging human psychology. And then lastly, step number 3, I'll help you master the skills necessary to easily and effortlessly take your prospects through that proven sales process to give you money. Plus, once again, I'm willing to give you a 100% money-back guarantee if you go through this process with me and don't increase your closing ratio by at least 20% or more. Now, you're probably wondering why I feel so confident even making an offer as crazy as this. Well, let me tell you. The first reason I can confidently offer this to you is because I have personally trained over 300 sales professionals in over 23 different industries over the span of the past 7.5 years and have never had a single client not improve by at least 20% or more. For example, let me introduce you to Angie and Paul Lingzo. Angie and Paul own an online health and fitness coaching company where they help women experience an awesome transformation in their health and fitness. When we started working together, they were roughly closing 40 to 50% of the sales calls they had on the calendar, but after several weeks, that closing ratio shot all the way up to 70%. Now, over 18 months later, they are still closing at an average of 73% as a sales team. Another great example would be Cameron Christensen. Cam contacted me at the end of 2022 and asked if I could help him with sales as he scaled his marketing agency to over 7 figures in 12 months. I took on the challenge, and within 2 months, Cameron went from closing an average of 24% all the way up to 47%. But I haven't always been doing this with clients, which is why I bring up the second reason of why I can make this offer to you is because I've personally leveraged this system over the past 8 years of my sales career to optimize my own sales performance. You see, when I started in high ticket sales, I was terrible. Even after 2 years of experience, I was still closing only 35 to 40% of my sales appointments and not scaling my income. After noticing that I was working harder and harder each year, but I was still making roughly the same amount, I knew something needed to change. At that point, I made a decision that changed my life. I decided I was going to go deep into sales and become an expert at it. Because of that decision, I ended up investing over $100,000 over the past 5.5 years to develop the sales methodology and the training system that I use today. That system took me from being a broke, dropout college student who was working 3 jobs from 5 a.m. until sometimes 10 p.m. at night just trying to get ahead in life to owning my own business and scaling 3 separate companies to 7 figures or more per year. The entire reason I even allow myself to coach and teach this system is because I know that it works. I've gone through the exact steps that I also teach and coach to others just like you. Which brings us to reason number 3, why I feel so confident making this offer to you today. Reason number 3 is because of our method. The method is called HBPST, which stands for Human Behavioral and Psychological Sales Training System. This system consists of 5 pillars, which we educate and leverage through our coaching process. Those pillars are: first, identity programming; second, emotional anchoring; third, psychological-based sales strategies; fourth, the neutral selling position; and fifth, automated result systems. These 5 pillars of our training process cover all areas that relate to sales performance. If you're missing any of the 5 pillars, then you're potentially leaving sales and income on the table month after month. The reason why this method has created 5+ 7-figure sales teams and countless multiple 6-figure earners is because it addresses transformation from the inside out. Now, I could give you the skills and tools to succeed in sales, but without the thoughts and emotions necessary to back those skills and tools, you'll never see success. That's why our HBPST methodology covers all areas of transformation, because ultimately, you deserve to know and improve all areas of your performance. Now, those are the 3 reasons why I feel so confident making this offer. So if you like what you've seen so far, I want to personally invite you to click the button down below this video to schedule your completely free consultation call. On that call, you'll have the opportunity to meet with me or a member of my team where we will discuss your sales performance, where you're at now, where you want to go, and ultimately what you feel you need to accomplish your goals and have more success in sales. Then, once we gain clarity on where you're at, where you want to go, and what you need, I'll invite you to join us in the Psych Expert 12-week coaching program if it's a fit for you and if it's a fit for us. Now, if you're still here and you haven't clicked the button below to apply for your free consultation call, you might be thinking, I don't know if I have time for this. Well, that's exactly what Spencer W. was worried about before he jumped into the coaching program. You see, Spencer was a door-to-door solar rep who was preparing to go out for a second summer of selling when he contacted me. He was worried that with knocking doors and selling 6 days per week, he wouldn't have time to go through the coaching process and apply what he was actually learning. What he soon found after jumping into the program is that our curriculum is designed in such a way that each week you can learn and implement the training with just a few hours each week. On average, each weekly module will only have 30 minutes to complete the education portion and 30 minutes to apply what you've learned. Then you have an additional 60 minutes of practice and implementation activities to help you develop those skills for the long term. So if you're worried about time like Spencer was, my question to you would be this. Can you commit at least 2 hours per week for the next 12 weeks to increase your income by at least 20% or more for the rest of your life? If you can, then I'd encourage you to schedule your free consultation call by clicking the link below. Now, back to Spencer. Not only did he increase his closing ratio, he went on to become a top closer in his company and got recruited by another company because of his track record. Eventually, he actually came back to me for another 12 weeks of coaching because of how much it helped him the first time. Now, if you still haven't clicked the link below and applied for your consultation call, then you might be thinking, can I even afford this? Well, I can tell you that Psych Expert has a couple different program options as well as payment plans to make investing into yourself as easy as possible. But with that being said, it's never comfortable to invest into yourself and your personal development. If it is comfortable, then you're probably not investing enough to hold yourself accountable to implement what you learn or have the extrinsic motivation to actually complete the program. So if you're in a position where you're able to invest at least $1,500 into your sales development, then I'd encourage you to schedule a call by clicking the link below. You see, one of my clients, Jam, owns a virtual assistant company that helps online companies scale through hiring VAs. When we met and discussed how I'd be able to help her, she was concerned if her and her team could actually afford the coaching program. They decided they could trust me and my track record and decided to move forward. By the end of our 12 weeks working together, her team went from closing 27% of their sales interactions all the way up to closing 52% of their sales interactions. That increase alone paid for the 4-figure program 3 times by the time they finished the 12 weeks of training. Now, if you still haven't clicked the button below to schedule your completely free consultation call, you might also be thinking, this works for those people, but will it work for me? Well, to be completely honest, I haven't even begun to scratch the surface of results this method has created. If you scroll down on this page, you can find several more videos and interview testimonials from clients who have been through the exact same process. So after 7.5 years of development, $100,000 in investing into education, consulting 300 plus sales professionals, and working in 23 different industries, I can with confidence say that this process works and will work for you as well. With all of that being said, I'm going to invite you one more time to take advantage of this offer. You can do that by clicking the link below this video and scheduling your completely free consultation call. If this is something you are interested in, then I encourage you to move quickly. Reason being is I'm only able to take on 4 clients per month into the Psych Expert program. Because this program is unlike any other sales coaching program in the market, that means it requires me to actually work with you throughout the process. And with my current clients and previous commitments, I'm only to take on 4 clients per month. Once those spots are full, then that's it for the month, and anyone who applies after that point will need to join the waitlist to get started. So if you're ready to dominate in your sales performance and to become a psychological sales expert, then I encourage you to click the button below to schedule your completely free consultation call.